This is our only chance. We have to take it. We need Kong. The world needs him to stop what's coming.
Julian and Brian, how are you both doing today?
We're great, man. Absolutely fantastic.
Fantastic. Can I just want to jump right in and play a little role playing with you both, if that's okay. I want to pretend to be your agent, and I want you.
Well, here's the thing: role playing involves dinner, though. First, sir. So, but go ahead.
We'll get to that once the world's back to normal. But just as your new agent, I want you both to tell me when you jumped in when this offer was made to you. So, as your agent, I'm coming at you and I'm telling you, Godzilla versus Kong.
There.
Right there?
Yeah, right there.
You got right to the end.
I was a little harder. I was like, am I going to be working with teenagers? Because if so, that is a deal breaker. And they said no. And then all of a sudden, Julian and Millie are there. And I'm like, well, I already signed my contract. So as my agent, you're fired. You know.
Actually,
I had a good run.
You held him at gunpoint, Julian. I know that. That story I do know.
When I was discussing this film with all my friends, it does seem like I'm a huge fan of the three previous movies in this MonsterVerse.
Okay.
And everyone seems to have their particular favorite of the previous three. Is there one of the Godzilla or Kong Skull Island or Godzilla King of the Monsters that stands out as your favorite of those three?
I think for me, it was definitely like Kong Skull Island.
I was going to say that too.
It's actually it's a really good movie. Like just the shots in it, the score as well is really cool. Like it's actually, being a monster film, it's actually really beautiful the way it looks and just all the costumes in that.
I was gonna say Sam Jackson. Like that's what sold it for me. I was like, and all I thought about going into this one, I was like, what can I do to really show my inner Sam Jackson, because he's just great and everything. So once I saw that, I was like, but then I ended up being on Team Godzilla, and I was like, well, got to figure this out. I still feel like, you know, I do him justice. God, please don't try to kill me, Sam. But no, Kong Skull Island was really that reinvention was kind of cool, because I just never saw Kong like that, and it was well done. Brie Larson, Tom Hiddleston. It was fun. It was actually a fun movie. It was cool.
I totally agree. I don't want to get into any spoiler territory whatsoever, right, but I will say that you two are involved in the introduction scene of an important character in this movie, let's say. From when you read it to the script to seeing the final product, was it everything you thought it would be?
Without spoilers, I think I remember reading it, and I went, I remember reading this, kind of like, what the heck? Who's that? I remember I went, who the heck? What in the? And then I remember being on set, and we were in this massive set, and yeah, I remember just kind of, this is all very surreal in the moment. I guess that's how I kind of felt.
Also, like, we did a lot of improv in this movie, like a lot of improv, just because we always played with each other. And I remember this particular scene, and there were so many takes of how Julian and I played with how we were going to introduce what this was and what was about to happen. And I just remember every time I just kept breaking, because Julian would do these different variations of how he was going to say this line. And like, it was really, what they chose finally was actually great, but it was still like, we had a lot of fun trying to figure out how to say this line, and just improvising left and right about how to bring that to the story. It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
And final question, coming from Ireland, I have to get the requisite Irish question in. Julian, you have previously worked with one of our favorite Irish actors, Sam Neill, but Brian, you are working or have just worked with Barry Keoghan.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit? Have you like, was any of your scenes actually with Barry?
Oh yeah, Barry and I got very close filming. He is so incredible and just one of the best spirits I've ever met in my life. Like he is there to play and have fun. And you know, he is truly like a masterclass already to be so young. Like he is locked in, but he is also always willing to learn. And I found doing kind of the same thing I did with Julian, like they became like my family, like very, there's just something about like Barry. He's just incredibly, just a great spirit. Julian is the same way. I need to either move to New Zealand or Ireland, because I swear, man, like just some of the biggest hearts I've ever seen, and just so much fun. Yeah, he was great.
You're always welcome here. Lads, thank you so much for your time this evening, and best of luck with the movie.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
It's Godzilla.
These are dangerous times.
Godzilla's out there and he's hurting people, and we don't know why.
There's something provoking him that we're not seeing here.
I'm of the same opinion.
The myths are real. There was a war. And they're the last ones standing.
I keep reaching for greatness because I'm built from it.
Who bows to who?
Nobody gonna stop me.
Kong bows to no one.